Hey everyone. Thanks for joining us if you're coming in live, and happy Friday. I don't know if you've checked the weather, but it looks like we've got a really hot one ahead of us. And so I just wanted to remind you guys, if you need something to wear, make sure to head over to our website, check out our merch shop. We've got this incredible It Starts With Me gear. I've got one of my women's shirts on today, and Ryan's putting up our shop right now. One thing that I love when I wear these shirts out in public, it gives me an opportunity to talk about Saving Grace and what we do. And I don't know about you, but I chose to have my family here in Central Oregon because of the community that we have. However, we know that there are people in our community who are not safe and who are in unsafe relationships. By the statistics, it's probably somebody that you know, somebody that you work with, or your neighbor. And so this is really our way of saying that it takes all of us. It takes all of us to condemn violence. It takes all of us to say that intimate partner violence and sexual assault is not okay. And quite frankly, it takes all of us to say, hey, there are resources here in our community. Saving Grace is there to talk to you, to help you. So please check out our shop. It's a great thing to wear at the lake or at the trail. There are some Silly Fight cups as well. And of course, all of the proceeds go directly to impacting survivors in need. Now, on a more serious note, I wanted to take some time to continue to talk about the increase of need that our team is seeing. This is a question we've been getting a lot. Are your helpline calls going up? What do you need? How is this really affecting Central Oregon? And I wanted to give you a snapshot about what the month of July looked like for us. First of all, our overnight stays increased by 30%, so pretty significant. And our survivors that needed sheltering or who were receiving that shelter increased by 15%. So definitely a trend in how we've seen this pandemic go so far. Additionally, over at Mary's Place, our supervised visitation and exchange program, this is a really busy time for them as well. We saw our Mary's Place visits increase by 21%, and our Mary's Place exchanges increase by 41%. And this is really the trend that our team has been seeing when they're working with survivors, when they're working with the various needs that they have. It's really that we've got people coming to us who have either not been safe to reach out before, or who are really just needing more support because COVID is really making the nuances of escaping an intimate partner violent relationship harder. So know that our team is seeing that, and we're seeing those statistics kind of across the board. Now, another thing where we're seeing an increase is a need for housing. We know that housing is challenging here in Central Oregon, but the fact of the matter is that housing insecurity is a significant factor in the decision of so many survivors as to whether they can leave or whether they can stay, and what is really safe for them and their children. I'm really honored to say that in July, Saving Grace helped 28 survivors and 53 children in accessing safe and stable housing, which is such an important part of that long healing process. We actually dispersed over $20,000 in relief for these survivors, and 18,000 of that was directly due to COVID, due to the challenges that individuals are facing during COVID and the additional pressures that they have. So again, our team is there, willing and ready to speak with you. If you or somebody else is just wondering if you might need some help from Saving Grace, you're not certain if you're in a relationship that's safe or not, please reach out. Please come to our helpline, or I'd rather call our helpline or visit our chat line, and let us talk with you. Let us see how we can kind of help you through this process and continue to make sure that our community here in Central Oregon has the resources that we need. Now, I actually have Ryan here with us as well. Hey, Ryan, I didn't say hi to you before.
Hello, happy Friday.
Hey, check out your It Starts With Me shirt too.
Yes, it's one of my favorites because it's super soft. So we have a new push we're doing. Clearly, COVID has affected many aspects of all of our daily lives. One of the things that we are starting to ensure that we have what we need to do what we do is increasing our monthly partner giving opportunity. So we've got a video we'll show. It's just a minute video. highlighting one of our, someone who's been supporting Saving Grace for almost 20 years, Pat Fulton, and she's been giving monthly for the past 6 years. So check this out.
Because of the services, the shelter service, the emergency services, that they work with the police and the courts to help victims. Mary's Place, I think, is really needed and brilliant. Youth violence prevention, it's got to start somewhere. And, a lot of these kids, they need models for good behavior and healthy relationships to make for a healthier community. I think because it's so easy, we have several nonprofits we support, and we just find that knowing that it comes out of our checking account every month is easy. If we still want to make a donation at the end of the year or a special project, we can still do that. You hear this all the time, oh, it's 2 lattes a month, it's a glass of wine. It's easy, and it just makes sense for your own personal accounting and also for the organization's accounting as well.
Be a Survivor's Saving Grace by becoming a monthly partner right now. Visit our website or text any amount to the number on the screen. You can provide safety, hope, and healing right here in Central Oregon.
So yes, follow those instructions. Just go to our website, click I want to help, then click donate from the top. It's super easy. You set any amount that happens monthly without even having to think about it. And that really helps us in many of the ways Pat mentioned. So if you support what we do, give 5, give 50. We just want to know that you're behind us. We want to tell survivors that there's someone supporting them every day of the year. Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you to Pat, and thank you to so many of our monthly partners. If you happen to be watching us today, we so appreciate you. And in kind of uncertain times, your monthly gift really makes a difference in us being able to have some core services for survivors. So we can't thank you guys enough.
And lastly, I think for this weekly update is just a reminder, Pine Mountain Sports here in Bend has selected Saving Grace as the 2020 Community Ambassador Campaign recipient. So you can become a community ambassador for a gift of $500 or more. You can give any amount, of course, but $500 makes you an ambassador. And we had a fun little interview on Monday at the shop before it opened, where Cassie got to interview Dan McGarrigle. He's the owner, and Henry, and just talk about why support your community in this way. Why have you been doing this, for the past few years now? So that'll be out next week. And on Monday, we will be pulling the name for the bike raffle that already raised $10,000. So that winner will be announced on Monday. It may be you if you bought a ticket.
Well, thanks, Ryan, and thanks, Pine Mountain Sports. I'm excited to see you guys again. And like Ryan said, we'll be there on Monday with the team, pulling the raffle and sharing with those of you who supported the campaign. It was truly a great showing. I think we sold out in just a matter of days, and we're excited for one of you guys to get that bike and get it out on the trail. Again, if you're interested in supporting Pine Mountain's Community Ambassador Program, you can head over to saving-grace.org/pine. You can see so far we've raised over $18,000 on an incredible $100,000 goal that Pine Mountain Sports has set this year. They do this every year because they believe in giving back to our community, and Saving Grace was fortunate enough to be chosen this year. So please head over there. Any donation matters. You don't have to be a $500 ambassador today, and you can check out why Pine Mountain Sports does this. It's really an important part of our community. Well, you guys, thank you for your continual support. Thank you for tuning in and seeing how we're doing at Saving Grace. And please remember, if you are a survivor, if you think you might know someone who is, reach out. We're here for you guys. Stay safe.